Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Your boy Moo Boy back again. If you saw yesterday's short, then you would know what this is all about. This is really day two of working through the Walnut Creek Wish. Probably gonna spend 5-10 minutes a day just going through, reading the book. Ranking the pages, giving my thoughts, my opinions, because I know that's what you're all here for. You're not here for the book. It's not my target audience. The boys in DOA on Arrival, they don't really care about romance novels, and that's my target audience. So moving along, you know, I this book is by a Wanda E. Brunstetter. Okay, and according to the cover, she is a New York Times best-selling author. You can see that there. Um, Judging by the picture shown here and the title, I'm gonna guess that she's maybe like a school teacher. Yeah, school teacher, middle Pennsylvania, small town. She's loved before, but she's been hurt, and she's really afraid of trying to love again because she might get hurt again. And I think we can all relate to that. So we'll see if she's going to overcome that fear or not. And if I was to rate this title cover here, put it on the tier list, I would say this is pretty mid. Honestly, I think you could do a lot better. It's generic. It looks like it was just kind of lazily chopped together in Photoshop. Like they just kind of Googled uh, Pennsylvania stock images and brunette white girl stock image and kind of just cut and paste. You know what I mean? Um, but that's fine. I'm sure no one worked too hard on this, so they can't really be too offended if I rank them over the coals. So yeah, I would probably put this in D tier. It's not like a D tier cover. I mean, this is really. It doesn't capture my imagination. It doesn't really play on my emotions. Um, yeah, I wouldn't buy the book because of the cover, and I think if you're selling a romance novel, I mean the cover. I mean that's how you reel me in. You know, that's how you really reel me in. But I didn't buy this book. It was given to me. It was a gift. So, all right. We got the opening page. It just says the Walnut Creek Wish. I guess if you were to get an autograph copy, there might be a signature of the author in there. We did not spring for my friend did not spring for the autograph copy for me. So fuck you, Justin. Um, yep, by Barber Publishing. It's the publisher. I've never heard of them. I'm guessing they publish books like this. This was copyrighted in 2021. Maybe she wrote it over COVID, locked away in her cabin. Um, oh, it gives cover design. But Buffy Cooper. Buffy Cooper. I'm sorry for how piss poor of a job you did, but not really my problem there, bub. Dedication. Let's see here. To my cousin Lois, whose joyous attitude has always been contagious. And to our Amish friend, I can't pronounce this. It looks like O'Reilly almost. It's Orley. We'll call him Orley, whose wisdom and advice have helped me and so many people. With special thanks to my granddaughter Dawn, who shared with me her personal insights regarding hotel management. Ooh, maybe she's not a teacher. Maybe she's a hotel manager. Of course, we got the Bible quote in here. This one is, "Be still and know that I am God." I'm sure that's what her love interest is going to be saying in 30 pages. You know what I'm saying? Woo. All right. The prologue. I don't know if I'm allowed to read a book into YouTube. I don't know if that's a copyright infringement or not. Um, so I'll just give my live thoughts as I read this. I won't read word for word what this book is because who wants to fucking listen to that, eh? Prologue. All right. So this is. Oh, it's based in Ohio. I would have guessed Pennsylvania, but they're kind of similar, A lot of nothing, and a lot of meth. A lot of nothing and a lot of meth. All right. So it starts off, our boy Orley Troyer is wondering, what's a shittle? Skittle? He says, what do you think about this old skittle? That's your opening line? That Oh, this is the prologue. Is the prologue is a prologue part of the book? What is a prologue? I guess I'm now thinking here, and I don't really know. Is this canon? Is this canon in universe? Either way, opening up with, what do you think of this old skittle? I don't know what a skittle is. Obviously, I can infer. Uh, Probably some type of old wooden ship. It's not a wooden ship. It's a sled. I should have run more. He wants to buy it. His wife doesn't think he'll make profit. This is what you're opening with. You're opening with a bad business idea. I don't know. Not what I would open with, but again. So let's see. He puts the item down. Not in the best shape. Faded paint. Yada yada yada. All right, they're not gonna buy it. They're not gonna buy the old sled. Oh, they're not then. Now they want to look for old dishes. Lois wants to look for old dishes. I love antiquing. Unrelated. I really do enjoy going antiquing, especially these old, really, if you find yourself in middle America, or for me also like the Eastern Shore in Maryland, it's very similar to Ohio, believe it or not. They're very similar spaces. Flat, lots of corn, not a lot of people, a lot of meth. Yep. Yeah, and antique stores on the roads between like where you want to go and where people live, right? Between like the beach and where people live day to day, right? And I love stopping in at those antique stores. You never know what treasures you're gonna find. So that's what I guess we're doing here, But it might be a yard sale. I don't really know. It looks like they're shopping for their own antique store. Um, so I guess they own an antique store, huh? So they're shopping probably hitting the yard sales, the local sales, to find stuff to put in their own store. Maybe do a little light refurbishment. Um, let's see. All right, they're looking around. They're not seeing anything they like. Uh, our boy Orlay still has the hots for his wife. That's good. They're an older couple, almost 50. He thinks she's kind and hot, and he likes that. He likes that. That's good for him. Good for Orlay. Let's see. Looking at some tables, but he just keeps coming back to that sled. Is this like it's like a rosebud situation? He keeps feeling attracted to that sled. Is it gonna be like yes, it's gonna be like, oh, it was his childhood sled type deal. Is this a rosebud? This feels like a rosebud setup. Because he keeps going back to the sled, and he feels really attached to it. So I don't want to say that's lazy writing, but it's a pretty popular movie that you kind of stealing from here. Kind of what they call a classic. I can just say Rosebud and people know what I'm talking about. So if I was to rate this prologue, um, put the prologue on a prologue tier list, I would put it below Prolapse Danis. That's for sure. Pretty low. Yeah, kind of like a C D tier prologue, because it seems like you're copying from someone else. You're kind of copying someone's homework here. So that's my thoughts on the title page and the prologue. So that's about this much of the book. This video took about 10 minutes, and we have this much of the book left. You can understand why I do so poor on dating apps. People find me tiring. So, see you guys tomorrow.